Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyi ordered his troops to advance as deep as possible into the Russian territory. This development has been reported by The Economist. Meanwhile, the armed forces of Ukraine continue its advances deep into the Kursk region. Russian Federation, Russia has failed to effectively repel this attack, and Russia cannot even counterattack Ukraine's offensive into the Kursk region. Institute of Study of War reported that Ukrainian forces continue its advances, and US Senator Mark Kelly said that this offensive inside Russia could change the course of the war. How did Ukrainians prepare this surprise attack on the Russian soil? Who was involved in this attack, in this offensive, and why did Mark Kelly say that this offensive could change the course of war? The Economist reported that this offensive inside Russia has been prepared by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, General Zelensky, prepared this offensive, prepared this invasion of Russia secretly, along with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyi. President Zelensky had secret talks and secret meetings with our Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. They discussed details about how Ukraine could invade Russia and how deep Ukraine could go into the Kursk region. Also, several security officers have been involved in this preparation. However, most of the officers of the General Staff of Ukraine and some branches of intelligence have been not involved in these conversations to maintain the operational security. Also, our Western partners of Ukraine have not been informed about Ukrainian plans to go inside Russia, because there have been some leaks, and General Zelensky did not inform the West because two previous operations were undermined by the West because of the fear of escalation and because of some leaks, and Russian side did obtain this information. In this time, Ukraine did not inform the United States about its planning, about its planned operation inside the Kursk region, and this operation was a big surprise and caught Russia's off the guard, because Russian side did not expect Ukraine to go inside Russian soil, to go deep inside the Kursk region. Also, The Economist reported that General Zelensky had three separate plans on how move forward into the Russian territory. General Zelensky was preparing a plan to attack Russia's Bryansk Oblast, Kursk Oblast, or he was preparing the combined arms operation, combined arms attack on several regions of Russia at the same time. Finally, General Zelensky decided to move forward with the first plan, to move with offensive inside the Kursk region, and Russian forces still cannot repel this attack. Ukraine continue its advances deep inside Russia. Also, there has been information that the West finally does not have any kind of objections regarding Ukraine's offensive inside Russia. The United States has not been informed about this development, and now they do not have any kind of objections. They did not condemn or fully support this operation. However, they do not have any kind of objections regarding Ukraine's offensive deep inside Russia. Meanwhile, Democratic Senator Mark Kelly said that Ukraine's offensive inside Russia could change the course of the war because due to its nature of surprise. Kelly said that he supports fully support Ukraine's operation inside Russia, even if Ukraine would use US-made weapons during its offensive operation inside Russia. And Kelly said that he is not against it because Vladimir Putin is the man who illegally attacked and invaded Ukraine, and Mark Kelly said that Putin deliberately kills women, children, and the elderly people. He said that Ukraine would have a right to attack Russia, and he fully supports Ukraine's offensive inside Russia. At the same time, Ukrainian troops continue its operation inside Russia. This has been reported by the Institute of Study of War. Ukrainian troops continue to advance along the entire front line in the Kursk region, and they have advanced southeast of Suja, and this has been reported by the Institute of Study of War. Also, there have been some reports that Ukrainian troops could capture Troitske and advance to Semenivka. These are two Russia's villages in the Kursk region. Previously, the armed forces of Ukraine reported advances deep inside Russia for 35 kilometers, and Institute of Study of War reported that there haven't been any kind of change of this front line, and this advance of 35 kilometers inside Russia remains unchanged, because Russia cannot effectively repel this attack and cannot even counterattack Ukraine's offensive inside Russia. Also, Institute of Study of War reports that Ukrainian forces continue to operate on the entire declared maximum limit of the advance of Ukrainian troops in the Kursk region. Meanwhile, the Washington Post reported that Ukraine's offensive inside Russia undermined possible peace talks and possible ceasefire talks with the Russian Federation. According to the Washington Post, Ukraine tried to conduct secret negotiations with Russia for 2 months. There has been some discussions to halt strikes on energy infrastructure, both on the energy infrastructure of Ukraine and Russia. However, after the Ukraine's surprise offensive inside Russia, these peace talks were halted, and they are not conducting in this time. However, there are some expectations that Ukraine's offensive inside Russia could put Ukraine in even stronger position for negotiations with Russia in the future, and some experts suggested that Ukraine in the future could exchange the newly controlled territory of the Kursk region to the occupied territories of Ukraine by the Russian side. And also there was an information that even without this offensive inside Russia, there was a low probability of successful deal between Ukraine and Russia on halting strikes on energy infrastructure. Meanwhile, the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and his defense minister they decided to be more open about Ukraine's usage of the UK-made weapons during its offensive operation inside Russia. This was stated by the Sunday Times. Previously, UK government did not officially comment or did not officially confirm that Ukrainian forces had used UK-made weapons during its offensive operation inside Russia. However, the United Kingdom has not any kind of objections regarding this issue. They now fully support this. However, UK still does not support long-range strikes inside Russia. They are waiting for the decision from the United States, and there is a big issue about this problem, because President Zelensky is demanding the West to allow Ukraine to strike deep inside Russia for 300 kilometers with the US and Western-made long-range cruise missiles and ATACMS missiles. However, the United States, UK and France, they're still hesitating to allow Ukraine to strike deep inside Russia amid the offensive operation because of the fear of escalation and other security concerns. But President Zelensky said that it would be really important to Ukraine to receive such permission to strike deep into the Russian territory, to have an upper hand and to finally move the war in Ukraine closer to its end. According to President Zelensky, it is possible to do it only with this permission to strike inside Russia, to have to conduct this long-range strike inside Russia, to target Russia's strategic military objectives with a range of 300 kilometers, and it is important for us, for Ukrainian army, to receive such permission to use ATACMS and long-range cruise missiles to conduct such deep strikes inside the Russian soil and to finally win this war and to move the war closer to its end and to have a stronger position in case of any kind of negotiations with the Russian side. And let's finish our conversation with the US politics. Kamala Harris leads Trump in the recent poll. Harris is ahead of Trump in approval ratings poll among the American adults. This has been reported by the Associated Press, and this poll, this research has been done by the Associated Press North Center for the Public Affairs Research, and about half of the US adult population, 48%, have a very positive or rather positive attitude towards US Vice President Kamala Harris. However, Donald Trump has support only among 41% of the American adults. Also, it seems like Kamala Harris is gaining ground as it is increasing its ratings, and today Kamala Harris is expected to be officially nominated for the presidential campaign by the Democratic Party, and it seems like Kamala Harris is now the main candidate from the Democratic Party, and she has these chances to finally beat Donald Trump, according to political scientists and other experts in the US general election. It's all for today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, stay with us on YouTube, and glory to Ukraine.